Brussels. In a surprising turn of events, European Union leaders have agreed to commence membership discussions with Ukraine, a move vehemently opposed by Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban for several weeks. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky expressed his satisfaction with the decision, declaring, "This marks a triumph for Ukraine, a victory resonating throughout all of Europe. It serves as a source of motivation, inspiration, and strength." Germany. On Thursday, German prosecutors announced the arrest of 4 individuals affiliated with the Islamist militant group Hamas, suspected of planning attacks on Jewish institutions in Europe. 3 of the suspects were apprehended in Berlin, while another was detained in the Netherlands. France. In southern France, a teenager from Britain who went missing 6 years ago has been located, reportedly escaping from a spiritualist mountain community, as relayed by a driver who encountered him and promptly notified the police. Alex Batty, who was 11 years old at the time, vanished during a journey with his mother and grandfather to Malaga, Spain, in 2017. North Carolina. Tragedy struck on Tuesday evening in a North Carolina manufactured home as fire officials reported the death of 1 child and injury to another due to a Christmas tree catching fire. Emergency responders rushed to a residence on Fanning Point Lane in Winston-Salem at approximately 6:30 p.m., discovering the dwelling fully engulfed in flames. The unfortunate incident occurred when a lighter inadvertently came too close to the Christmas tree, leading to the destructive blaze. The structural damage was assessed at an estimated $20,000. Philadelphia. Authorities in Philadelphia are currently interviewing multiple individuals following the discovery of a deceased man in a shopping cart with facial trauma. The victim was found wrapped in a blanket inside the cart, exhibiting injuries to his face, with noticeable blood around his eyes and mouth. Ecuador. On Thursday, Ecuador's Attorney General's office announced the apprehension of 29 individuals, including the head of the country's judicial regulator, as part of an investigation into an alleged drug trafficking scheme. In the early hours of Thursday morning, more than 900 prosecutors and police officers conducted over 75 raids, targeting the offices of the Judiciary Council, as well as the residences of judges, prosecutors, and police officers. The surge in violence in Ecuador, attributed by authorities to drug trafficking gangs, coincides with a challenging economic environment and a significant influx of migrants. Kenya. Kenya's military intensified rescue operations on Thursday to evacuate hundreds of individuals stranded by the widespread floods affecting various regions of the East African country. Since the onset of heavy rains in November, the floods have claimed the lives of at least 170 people and displaced over 600,000. According to the Red Cross, which is actively coordinating rescue efforts. In northern Kenya, tens of thousands of residents have suffered significant losses, including livestock, farmland, and homes, as a result of the floods, which aid groups are describing as the most severe in a century. The Kenya Meteorological Department has issued a warning, indicating that the heavy rains will persist into the new year. Residents in lowlands and flood-prone areas are strongly advised to evacuate, prioritizing their safety. China. A tragic incident occurred in a coal mine in Shaanxi Province, northern China, resulting in 3 fatalities, as reported by state broadcaster CCTV on Thursday. The accident took place on Wednesday while 4 individuals were engaged in cleaning a bunker designated for coal storage. The cause of the accident remains unclear. Despite rescue efforts that successfully saved 1 person, regrettably, resuscitation attempts for the other 3 proved unsuccessful, leading to their unfortunate demise. Malaysia. Malaysian authorities have detained 31 individuals, including 21 foreigners, on suspicion of engaging in illegal rare earths mining in the western state of Perak, according to statements from the police as reported by state media. These arrests coincide with Malaysia's efforts to prohibit the export of rare earth raw materials, which are extensively utilized in semiconductor chips, electric vehicles, and military equipment. The aim is to prevent exploitation and safeguard valuable resources. Indonesia. On Thursday, President Joko Widodo officially inaugurated the expanded copper smelter of Freeport Indonesia in Gresik, East Java Province, as the government proceeds with plans to implement a permanent ban on copper concentrate exports next year. The $250 million expansion project has significantly increased the processing capacity of the smelter, operated by Smelting, a company jointly owned by the local unit of U.S. mining giant Freeport-McMoRan and Japan's Mitsubishi Materials. Following the expansion, the smelter is now capable of processing 1.3 million tons of copper concentrate, up from the previous 1 million ton, resulting in an annual production of 300,000 tons of copper cathode. Copper cathode, after additional processing, finds applications in various industries, including electronics, telecommunications, and power generation. Australia experienced its initial tropical cyclone of the current season, which has since diminished into a low-pressure system. However, it persistently battered the northeast coast on Thursday with substantial rainfall, causing flooding and impacting nearly 40,000 homes and businesses by cutting off power. Cyclone Jasper made landfall on the Queensland state coast late Wednesday, initially classified as a Category 2 storm on a 5-tier scale. This cyclone brought winds of up to 140 km per hour, 87 miles per hour, to the sparsely populated region.